So this is a substitution question on the Google form. And it's going to ask us to solve by substitution. So we're not going to be doing elimination here, and it makes sense to solve by substitution because notice in our first equation that y variable is solved for. So because y is solved for, it makes sense to use substitution versus elimination. So if I want to substitute, well, notice that y is solved for. We have y equals the expression 2x plus 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to substitute that expression 2x plus 4 in for y into my second equation. So when I do that, it would look like negative 5x minus 5. And now we're substituting that expression in for y. So we have y equals 2x plus 4. So I'm substituting 2x plus 4 in for y. And then equals negative 5. So once again, we substituted that 2x plus 4 into our second equation for that variable y. So now we're going to solve for x. So we're going to solve this equation for x. Our first step would be to distribute this negative 5. Now we do have to see it as a negative 5, so make sure you're distributing it as a negative 5, not just a positive 5. That would leave us with negative 5x. Negative 5 times 2x, we're distributing that negative 5, would give us negative 10x. Negative 5 times 4 would give us minus 20 equals negative 5. Next, we'll combine our like terms. So negative 5x minus 10x, and we have to be careful with our integer rules, that would leave us with a negative 15x minus 20 equals negative 5. So we'll keep simplifying. We want to solve for x, so we're going to add 20 to each side. That would leave us with negative 15x equals positive 15. Last but not least, we're going to divide each side by negative 15. That would leave us with x equals negative 1. So when we solve for x, we get x equals negative 1. Now in order to find our solution, we need the y-coordinate. So I have x equals negative 1. I'm going to use one of my equations. I'm going to plug negative 1 into one of my equations and solve for y. It makes sense to use our first equation because y is already solved for. Y equals 2x plus 4. So it'll be a lot less work if we use our first equation versus our second equation. So now we're taking that negative 1 and we're plugging it in for x. So y equals 2. And I'm plugging that negative 1 in for x. And then we have plus 4. So we have y equals 2 times negative 1 is negative 2 plus 4. Negative 2 plus 4 is positive 2. So we end up with our solution, which is negative 1, 2. And once again, always check your solution. Take that ordered pair, that negative 1, 2, and plug it back into each of those equations from the start. So in that final question on the Google form, it's going to say solve using elimination. And it makes sense we want to eliminate here because notice we don't have a variable that's solved for. So in the previous question we had y, an equation already solved for y, and we substituted. X and y, neither of those variables are solved for, so it makes sense we're going to use elimination. That's often going to be the easiest method. So for the elimination method, we first have to ask ourselves, can we add or subtract our equations together to eliminate a variable? Well, I have 2x and 3x. If I add or subtract my equations, I won't be able to eliminate a variable. 2x plus 3x is 5x. 2x minus 3x is negative 1x. X won't be eliminated. Let's look at our y variables. Negative y plus 2y. Well, that would give me 1y. I can eliminate y by adding. Negative y minus 2y. That would leave me with negative 3y. So once again, I can't add or subtract from the start to eliminate a variable. What I can do, though, is I can multiply one of my equations by a number and then add or subtract to eliminate a variable. I'm going to look at my y variables. Negative y plus 2y. If I multiply my first equation by positive 2, I'm going to actually create additive inverse pairs. So I'm going to be left with a negative 2y and a positive 2y, and I'm then going to be able to eliminate my variable. So I'm going to multiply my first equation, each term, by 2 in order to eliminate the y variable. So we have 4x minus 2y equals 8. And that second equation is going to stay the same. We multiply 3x plus 2y equals 6. So notice I have a negative 2y in my first equation and a positive 2y in my second equation. Those are additive inverses, saying when we add our equations together, we can eliminate that y variable. So I'm going to add my equations together to eliminate my y variables. So when we add our equations together, 4x plus 3x would give us 7x. Negative 2y plus 2y, those are additive inverses. That would leave us with 0 equals 8 plus 6 is 14. So we're left with 7x equals 14. Our last step would be to divide each side of our equation by 7. 7x divided by 7 would leave us with x. 14 divided by 7 would leave us with 2. So we end up with x equals 2. Now in order to come up with a solution, we need our y coordinate. So we're going to take that x equals 2, we're going to plug it into one of our equations, and we're going to solve for y. Now remember, when you're plugging in, it always makes sense, so you always should plug into one of the original equations, because there's a chance you made a mistake when you multiplied to get this new equation. So we're going to choose one of our original two equations. I'm going to choose the first equation. So it's going to look like 2x minus y equals 4. And I'm going to plug in 2 for x. So 2, and here's where I plug in the 2 to solve for y. So plug in 2 for x minus y equals 4. 2 times 2 is 4 minus y equals 4. In order to solve for y, I can subtract 4 from the left and right side of my equation. Negative y equals 4 minus 4 is 0. Now I have one last step to do. I need y to be positive. So I'm going to divide each side of my equation by negative 1. Negative y divided by negative 1 gives me a positive y. 0 divided by negative 1 is 0. And don't get confused. If it was something like negative 1 divided by 0, that's undefined. But we're allowed to do 0 divided by a number. Okay, so that gives us 0. Y equals 0. Our solution would be our x-coordinate, 2, and our y-coordinate, 0. And always make sure, at the end of the problem, you plug back into the original two equations and make sure that ordered pair checks out.